Hi, my name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast, and this is my Makeup Monday for today. Today I'm going to make what's called a loaded envelope. I had never heard of this thing until I watched a demonstrator do one from Canada. I can't remember her name and I probably can't pronounce it, so I'll try and find it and I'll put it in the details below after the video. So it's really cool and it uses a piece of 12 by 12, one piece of 12 by 12 designer series paper. You could use cardstock, but I think that would be a little bit stiff to use. The paper's better, and we all have too much designer series paper in our stash. Well, I know I do. So this is what it ended up looking like, and I've decided that whoever comes to my launch next Saturday will get one. This will be their little gift for attending my launch. So it's got two pockets. So I'll put my phone up into the holder and then I'll be able to show you better. So let's do that. I won't be a moment. Okay, so it's got two pockets. So I will pull out what's in the top pocket and what's in the bottom pocket. So in the top pocket, I've put 8 pieces of card front sized paper from the Sale-a-bration pack called Dandy Designs. So you've got 8 pieces, I'm pretty sure I counted 8, yes. 8 pieces of card front size from the Dandy Designs designer series paper. Now that paper is in the Sale-a-bration catalogue and it's free with a $180 purchase because it's actually 48 sheets in the pack. So it's technically 4 packs of designer series paper. I've also put in some 2.5-inch strips of the fine shimmer paper, and that's Fresh Freesia Soft Succulent and Gold. So that's just a little sample for my ladies who will come to the launch. I won't put a hot chocolate in because we're in summer here in Australia and hot chocolates really aren't the go at the moment. But it was just what I had in my cupboard in the kitchen. So I will go and buy some cappuccino sticks or latte sticks and put one of them in. And a little bag of Maltesers because we all need coffee and chocolate when we're crafting. And I've made a little spool of the balmy blue and white ribbon that's in the By the Bay suite of products. And I'm just tucking that, except that's going to come undone. Let's just try and see if we can pull that tighter. Maybe I'll pull the Maltesers out. Something flatter than the Maltesers might be better, so I'll look into that. And just some pearls. These are actually polished pearls, which I didn't realize were retired. I bought them with some of my pre-order and they must have been on the clearance rack and I didn't realize that. So they look beautiful and it doesn't matter if they're retired. So that's what's called a loaded envelope. So we will create another one and then I'll have a couple already made for my launch next Saturday. So I'll just put these. So the shimmer paper is part of one of the suites. I think it's the Fancy Flora suite. But because I can't show you the inside of the catalogue, I can't tell you exactly. Okay, so I've got my piece of 12 by 12 and that's from the Dandy Designs Sale-a-bration paper pack. I've got a 1-inch strip of the Fresh Freesia. I've already cut out another label using the tailor-made tags. These are great to have in your stash, and these little bits you can cut out reinforcements for your tag, but I didn't bother doing that, but that's what they are. So they're a great pack of tags to have in your craft supplies if you've got a cut emboss machine. And they do go through the mini cut emboss machine. So they're really good. Okay, I'll put them over there so they won't get in the way. And I've also cut out another circle, because we're going to, instead of doing a floral display on this one, I'm going to do one of the owls. This is also a Sale-a-bration product, and it's free with a $90 spend. So I think the owls, the adorable owls, are going to be very popular. So we'll just put those pieces to one side, and we'll get our trimmer and my instructions on how to do this. Okay, so all you've got to do, so you've got your piece of 12 by 12. You've just got to put it in your paper trimmer, get rid of your cutting blade, and you score each side at 3 1/4 inches. So I'm doing it in inches. And just be careful when you do this so that you don't press too hard and go through the paper. I think I might have just done that. Maybe not. It can be quite easy to do with some paper. So turn it around and do the other side at 3 1/4 inches. It's sort of a fine line between pressing too hard and not pressing hard enough. And that side I probably haven't pressed hard enough. Oh no, there's a score line there. You can see them better on this side. Well, I can anyway. Okay, so then turn your paper 90 degrees and score it 3 3/4. So the two sides are 3 1/4 inches scored, and then turn it 90 degrees and do 3 3/4. Okay. So depends on which way you want to do it. You can go over this way. I think I'll do it this way because that's a bit too in your face for me. I believe that could be calypso coral. So you just fold your two sides over, and then you fold this, find your score line and fold that up. And that's it. You just adhere it and trim it off. So before we do anything else, I will get my scorer, and we're just going to fold these back, and then that shows you both sides of the paper, which is always nice because our paper is always so nice that you have to show off both sides. And this side, I think her name was Marika. I'll have to, and that's it. Now, the lady that I saw this on. Now, I'm just going to secure, I don't have the new brads, but I've got them on my next order list. I've got some old brads. Just to secure these down, you can just adhere them down, but I thought it might be nice to secure them down with a brad. So just open your paper up, and with your take your pick tool with your piercing mat, just place a little hole there and a little hole there. And as I said, I don't have new ones. I've only got the old ones, so I'll just get a couple of silver ones out. Brads are something you never get rid of because you can always use them. But I have ordered the ones that are in the annual catalogue. Or haven't ordered them, I've got them on my next order list. So just and we have brads in the catalogue again for the Give It a Whirl dies and spinner card that you can make. Now, yep, they're both the same. Just turn that over, and there you have it. Okay, so we'll get rid of our piercing mat. So once again, that's how it's coming together. Pretty cool. Now, before we do anything else, we're going to put a bit of tear and tape down here on the bottom. I'm pretty sure that's right. Let me just pull that off and try this. Yes, that was right. I was right. silly. You can't see that, so it did tear the designer series paper, but that's okay, you can't see it. I just wanted to make sure I was putting it in the right spot. So tear and tape along the bottom, and I use my scissors with tear and tape because it does, as you can see, it does tear the paper. So we're going to put some tape down here on this side, all the way down. And on the inside of this flap, we're going to put that all the way down. There we go. Now tear and tape is a little bit stronger, so that's why I'm using it rather than the seal. You could use Seal Plus, but I think the tear and tape is a better option. And just with your pick tool, you can peel that off. Okay, so then you're going to just close them up like so, and they will adhere to each other, and you've got a little pocket. And then I'm going to get the the take your pick tool in there and just pull that off. So it's easier to do that piece of taping before you put it together. You can do it afterwards, but it is a little bit tricky. Okay, so that's, and then you've got to put some here. That's right, I forgot. So you just put some down here and down here. So this is a really cute way of making a little gift with little bits and pieces in it for somebody. Not everybody probably would like crafting supplies, but are they our kind of people? We have to ask. So there we go. Just make sure that I've got this straight before I, yes, do it. There we go. And there's our pocket. So you've got a smaller pocket here and the bigger pocket there. See? Okay, so now I'm going to get, there is fresh freesia in this, you can still see it. I'm going to get this and just put it up to the edge of the smaller pocket, like so. And I'm just going, so this is a 1-inch strip of the 12 by 12 fine glimmer paper. So it's just 1 inch by 12 inches, and I'm just going to wrap that round, a bit like a belly band. And that is going to go like so. So I shall put, you could use glue, you could use, I don't want to use glue, but I don't really want to use tear and tape either. So maybe I will just use Stamp and Seal. I'm just going to put a strip all the way down. Tear and tape's a bit overkill for this bit, I feel. So I'm just going to line it up with the edge, like so. And then just wrap this around, like so. And if you're just careful, you just... Now, you could do that the other way around and put something there on the center, but I thought that might impact on getting your things in and out of the pocket. So I decided not to do that. So this is our tag, and we can put it up a little bit higher, and we're going to stamp our owl onto that. Now I have some iridescent rhinestones. These are also on my next order, and I'm just going to put some on my like a belly band, but it doesn't move. There we go. I love the iridescent rhinestones because they take on whatever colour you're putting them onto. So they take on the Fresh Freesia colour. Okay, so I've already die cut these, as you can see. Pretty obvious. Now let's get our owls in. So the paper, as I've probably said before, is 4 times the size of a normal pack of DSP. There's 48 sheets in the pack, and it's free with a $180 order. The owls are free with a $90 order. So both of them are great little additions to your crafting supplies. I think these owls are so cute. So I will just let that dry off for a minute. I'll put my owl back in here. So you get one's got a little party hat, one's got a bow tie, one's flying, and then you've got my friend, it's your day, hoot hoot, you're so cute. So you've got cute little sayings, and they're just really gorgeous. Love them. So I shall just get my blends, which I was going to get out before I started, but I forgot. Sorry about that. This one here is also a Sale-a-bration item. It's a stamp set called Beautifully Happy, and that's free with a $180 purchase. I'm pretty sure. I need to put something in the middle of that flower. I've just noticed. Okay, so let me see what colours we want to do our owl. Okay, is this Calypso Coral? It is. I'll just get my sheet. Oh, that's a bit. Okay, let's do, so this is dark Calypso Coral, so just bear with me while I do a little bit of colouring. He won't take long to colour. So I hope everyone had a nice New Year's Eve. We didn't do very much. We were a bit boring. We just stayed in. We went out the night before for a celebratory dinner, and that was really nice. So we just stayed in last night. Too many people were out and about on New Year's Eve. I like just being at home. So that's his little bow tie. So that will look nice over here with the Calypso Coral. And let me think, what colour owl should we do? Should we do Smoky Slate? That's grey granite. Don't want to do that. I think we might do Smoky Slate. Yes. I also have another owl card over here somewhere in my stash of new cards. There we go. That's one I've done using the paper and the owl again. So definitely we shall do a Smoky Slate owl. So I'll just go around his eyes. Oh, it could be a her. Don't want to be gender specific, do we? So we went to the beach today with our little puppy dog, and she loves the beach. Chasing all the other dogs around and running into the surf. Well, where we go, it's not like big surf, it's more flat. And she likes it. Now I'll get my, oh yeah, I think I'm needing a new grey Smoky Slate. It looks a bit funny. I don't like it when my blends go funny. No, I'll have to turn it around this way. And I'll do swirls, yes. I wish you could buy them individually. That would be really good, because I always have one go blah, for want of a better word, and one still good. So that's a bit annoying that you can't buy them individually. Let me just fix this line up. It's a bit blah. You can always work with blends to fix up any colouring in. Because I didn't really start this very well at all. Some people are so good at blending. Me, not so much. There we go. That doesn't look too bad, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I will do the light on his belly. There we go. So probably not a lot of blending now. Oh, see, that's got a funny end on it too. Maybe I'll need to buy the pair of them. It doesn't take much to make them go funny, especially when you're using them in classes. Now I'm going to use the other end because I'll go out of the line if I don't. There we go. There we go. That looks pretty good. And I'll just do the light up on his head, top of his head. We'll make that lighter. So it doesn't take too long to colour in. There we go. And I shall get, it's hot. Is this pale papaya? It is. I might just do his little beak that colour. And his little feet. And I might get my black. Is that light basic black? Yes. And I might just go around his eyes like so. There we go. He looks pretty cute. Okay, so I hope that didn't take too long. I'll just put these away while I've got them in it. Okay. So we shall get some. I've got some of them up here that I cut off a bit too much when I made this one. So this is the Fresh Freesia ribbon. There we go. And I'm going to put my little owl up on dimensionals. And then I shall put my tag up on dimensionals. But I will only do dimensionals so far because if we do it too high, it'll go over there. We don't want to encumber the pocket. too much. So I've done that, and now that he's down and secured, I'm going to tie my ribbon. And that saves dealing with, you know, he's holding himself down now. So I'll just go around again with that. You can do all sorts of ways of tying your ribbon onto your tag. This was just nice and easy. If I can get the second knot. There we go. I'll trim that down a fraction. So I hope you enjoyed this double pocket or loaded envelope. Is another word for it. Okay, so now let's get our things down. Okay, so we've got some samples from this Dandy Designs DSP to go in. So if you come to my launch next Saturday the 7th, 1:30, you will get one of these loaded envelopes, and we won't put that on the front because that's the paper we've used. You'll get one of these loaded envelopes. So a 2.5-inch strip of the beautiful glimmer paper, just little samples that you can go home and play with. Some of the balmy blue ribbon that's in the By the Bay suite, and some polished pearls. And then I will put in a cappuccino stick and maybe something flat, maybe a caramel koala or something like that. And that's my second loaded envelope ready for my launch. I hope you've really enjoyed that. They're really cool, and as you saw, really easy to make, and using a whole sheet of 12 by 12 Designer Series paper, which is really good because we've all got too much of that laying around. Now this is my host code for January. If you want to buy anything, please attach that host code for me, and that's the way I get little some embellishments and things that I can give away to people. So as I said, my launch is next Saturday the 7th of January at 1:30. Please let me know if you'd like to come along. We'll make 2 note cards with some new products and just have some afternoon tea and sit and chat, and we'll go through the catalogue. And my classes are also up and running now. I'll put them up on my blog. I've sent my newsletter out, but I haven't loaded them onto my blog, so I shall do that tomorrow. So let me know if you'd like to come to my launch. I'd really love to see you, and I hope everyone has a lovely day, and I shall see you on Wednesday night for my Wednesday night Facebook Live. Thanks for watching.